Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from Novels on the Run, and this is Talking Books Tuesday. And I know I haven't been around for a couple of weeks, but I was catching up on so much stuff, and also I was having a little bit of a break. Not that it looked it, but I was having a bit of a break because lots and lots. Okay, I'm going to start off with, this is my Demon Trappers t-shirt that Yana Oliver has signed, and she gave it to me last year sometime, and I thought I'll just put it on, you know, do something different. But for those of you who don't know, that's the Demon Trappers series. So yes, I have my t-shirt on, I'm ready for action. Not really. Okay, now I wanted just to talk about Karen Marie Moaning quickly. I know this is an adult series, this isn't YA. But for those of you who have not read the Fever series, Iced is a new book coming out in the Fever world, October the 30th. I highly recommend this series. This is book 1, Dark Fever. Book 2, Blood Fever. These are very loved because, as you can see, I lent them out to all my friends. Fay Fever. And they went and bought their own copies. Gotta laugh. Dream Fever, of which at the time I couldn't help myself. Got it on Kindle, as in for PC, and there's the lovely hardback. So there are different covers, and that is Karen on the back, and she is just a damn legend. If you like J.R. Ward, who is affectionately nicknamed the Warden, you will love Karen Marie Moaning. Now, that's the paperback of Shadow Fever, which is the 5th book. Now, we thought there was only going to be 5 books in the Fever world, but I personally don't think that Karen could stop at 5 either. Now, this is my, oh look at that, a little bit of reflection. This is my, oh, magnificent, look at the size of this. It's like a tomb. Well, actually, there you go. It's like the book that's in this book. I'll just take the jacket off because I found this, just have a look at that. It's clear. And it's deliberately obviously see-through because you get to see that underneath. The naked with the wings. Now, my lovely Susie, who we all know by now from my rambling, does all the lovely artworks, etc., and does book covers. She made me that a good year or so ago. It's a little bookmark, and I kind of like sitting it in this book. Little metal bookmarks that she's so good at. And on the back it's got, when I came to Dublin hunting my sister's murderer, I found monsters around every corner, but of all the things that go bump in the night, I've begun to wonder if I'm the worst. This is an outstanding adult series, so it's not for young chickens because there's the naughties going on and stuff, but it's just a magnificent mystery all the way through, and each book gets better and better and better. Now, the reason I mention that is because Iced is coming out, and I know Iced is going to be amazing, and it's got a few of the characters from this book are in it. So, do yourselves a favour, if you think you might like to read Iced, get in there, read the Fever series first. I swear, I have never ever known a book series that had everyone just talking so much before the very last book, which we thought was the last book, because now Karen's also bringing out two more books in the Barons and Mac Fever series, and the 3 books currently titled for Danny's spin-off series is Iced, Burned and Flayed. I love them. Not too sure about. Now, these ones start back from 1999, first published. This is Karen Marie again, Moaning. This is her very What's Up Your Kilt Highlander series, and this one's Beyond the Mist, number 1. To Tame a Highland Warrior, number 2. Number 3 is The Highlander's Touch. Number 4 is Kiss of the Highlander. Number 5, The Dark Highlander. Number 6, The Immortal Highlander. Now, I've only got the 6 books, but there are 2 more. The 7th is Spell of the Highlander, and number 8 is Into the Dreaming. But these all finished about 2006, I think it is, that she wrote. From between 1999, they were published in 2006. But the reason I'm bringing these up is because there's a character over in this series, or 2, that pops up in this series. So, in other words, obviously, the Highlander was written first, so she still has done a little crossover thing going on. But these are just your real regulation, you know, your Scottish, manly, muscly guys. But they've all, there's a book per guy sort of thing. But they are good. But I mean, I read the Highlander book 1 after starting Fever, and they just didn't compare as far as how good I thought Fever was. But these are still extremely good books. But there is a crossover, so I'll just put that, there they go. Put them down here. Now, alright, now I want to bring up, I can't show you anything because I don't have anything. Simone Elkeles, E-L-K-E-L-E-S. She's got the several series now. I thought she only had The Perfect Chemistry. But every single one of her series, she's got Perfect Chemistry, Leaving Paradise, How to Ruin, and How to Ruin happens to have Peppy and Stella, who are on Jennifer L. Armentrout's Lux series, the little Hungarian model couple. They're on the How to Ruin covers. And a new one that's coming out in 2013, I'm not sure when, it's called Full Riders series. But every one of Simone Elkeles series on Goodreads, every single one of her books rate over 4 point something. Perfect Chemistry book 1 had 41,500 rating, 4.22. Rules of Attraction number 2 had 20,339, a rating of 4.31. And Chain Reaction, 10,923 ratings of 4.20. But all of them, I mean, I'm considering saying all the books in all the, but this will blow out. But I need to start reading these because I know they're really good. So, that being said, I shall move on now to, on my little Dicky e-reader, that's not a Kindle or a Nook, it still does it, but it just can't handle certain files. I've just finished Lisa Renee Jones. Now, again, adult. She has written 75 works. She's written a lot of stuff. A lot of series. She's got Vampire Wardens, Werewolf Society, Zodius, Tall, Dark and Deadly, Underground Guardians, Knights of White, and then loads more. Because I think sort of gets more into that sort of Mills and Booney style of others. Anyway. I've just finished reading If I Were You, which is book 1 of the Inside Out trilogy on my little e-reader here. And her character is Chris Merritt, and there's Mark, who is her boss at the Allure Gallery. And the female protagonist is Sarah Macmillan. I really enjoyed this book, but the one thing that got me was, and I understand build up, and I understand a cliffhanger, but what I don't understand is when it gets chopped off and it does like a Brady Bunch to be continued or you know, just like a skip to be continued episode. Being Me doesn't come out to February 2013, and it just stops, and it's very deliberate, of course. I've only ever read one other book that did that to me, and I have to admit I kind of went when it did it, but I now have to wait till February to read book 2. But it's not a cliffhanger, it's and I went, okay, well, okay, that's alright, I can deal with that. Now, I have just read, I'm positive she's not published yet, Misty Preventure, Cornerstone. I'm about to read Keystone. I'm just waiting for the book to arrive in the mail because Misty is very kindly, I could not get it onto here. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't see it on the computer. She was changing covers because she was a bit up and down over her covers. Anyway, Cornerstone. All I can say, I'll just put my review up. If you like, it's YA. If you like Jennifer L. Armentrout's writing and you like Bridget Camara's writing, well, these are the Reese boys in this one. And Garrett is absolutely wonderful, but it's and I'm not going to give anything away, but it's very original, and I swear to you publishers out there, you better jump on this book because it's very good. Yeah, I've got my review up anyway, but Cornerstone and Keystone, and the actual original book covers, which I'm not sure she's staying with them, I now appreciate them. I get them. They don't look like YA covers when you first look at them, but I totally 100% get what she was doing with Cornerstone, and I actually really do like it now that I've read the story. But sitting on a shelf, I wouldn't go, that's a YA book, but I really do appreciate the cover now. Okay, now I have got The Iron Worm Affair by Lilith St. Crow, and she also goes under Lily Saint as an ST. Crow. Now I have read the Strange Angels series by Lily St. Crow, which is YA, and love that series. She's now got Tales of Beauty and Madness, which is coming out in 2013, and the cover is up on Goodreads for that. This one is the Bannon and Claire series, and I understand there's going to be 3 books. This is the first one. Currently on Goodreads, it's a little bit of an interesting thing. It's either getting 4 stars or 5 stars, or it's getting 2 or 1. So it's really up and down what people are. But I love steampunk, so I am so keen to see how I think about this. I'll just read the back read the blurb. The game is afoot. London geniuses are being picked off by a vicious killer, and Emma Bannon, a sorceress in the service of the Empire, must protect the next target, Archibald Clare. Oh, there we go, Bannon Clare. Unfortunately, he's more interested in solving the mystery of the murders than staying alive. In a world where illogical magic has turned the Industrial Revolution on its head, Bannon and Clare will face dark sorcery, cannon fire, high treason, and the vexing problem of reliably finding hansom cabs in the city, as in HANSOM. Patricia Briggs, who writes the Mercedes Thompson adult urban fantasy series, which I just love that series. That's just amazing. She's written Rockets Through a Britain That Wasn't, with magic and industrial mayhem, with a firm nod to Holmes, genius, and a rocking good time. And Christine Feehan has written Don't Miss This One, She's Fabulous. So, very keen to get into that one. Oh, bless, that one arrived yesterday. Poison Princess, the Arcana Chronicles. Oh, hang on, I just wanted to say, Hatchet. Yes, Hatchet. Thank you very much to Laura for, she actually found that at the very last minute. None left, and voila, so thank you so much. And I just wanted to say, under Lilith St. Crow, as in Saint Crow, wrong way, she's also got the Dante Valentine series, Jill Kismet, Watcher, Romance of Aquitaine, Stillflower Chronicles, and Society. But, that one there. Now, Simon and Schuster, Cressley Cole. I have not read one Cressley Cole book. Now, I've had to have all my notes here because goodness knows me. Cressley, here we go. Cressley writes adult books. She's got The Immortals After Dark, which is currently 13 books. McCarrick Brothers, 3 books. Sutherland Brothers, 2 books. The Now the Dacians is a new one coming out 27th November 2012. The first book was called Shadow's Claim. But I have been waiting around for this one, and I am busting, like, you have no idea how much I'm busting to read this, but I have got other stuff I have to put forward first because, oh, I must. I'll read the back out for you. It is, she could save the world or destroy it. 16-year-old Evie Green's horrific hallucinations predicted the apocalypse, and the end of the world brought her all sorts of new powers. With the earth scorched and few survivors, Evie teams up with handsome and dangerous Jack Deveaux. Oh, Deveaux. So it's not Deveaux. In a race to find answers, they discover that Evie is not the only one with special ... gifts, and it's not always clear who is using their talents for good or evil. So there he is on the back with his motorbike. Yum yum. So Jack's looking all very handsome, and there's Evie, who's looking absolutely stunning. So yes, I'm looking forward to getting into that baby. Now, again, thank you to Hatchet. I had this on digital, and it was so funny. It was down to like the last day. I'm thinking, oh, it's going to go poof on me and disappear. And then this came in the mail, and I was like, eh. Defiance, CJ Redwine. It is the first book in, because I'll just stream my notes down here. Duck-a-duck. Duck-a-duck. In the Defiance. There you go. It just came out 28th of August. It's YA. Currently has a rating of 4.02 on Goodreads. I'll just quickly read the back out. Rachel's world is confined to the protective walls around her city. Beyond them are violent wanderers, extreme terrain, and a danger straight out of legend. A beast called the Cursed One that devastates everything in its path. When Rachel's father goes missing, she is desperate to search for him, but her attempts to flee the city bring her to the attention of its overpowering ruler. His efforts to control her make the world within the walls seem as dangerous as the outside. Here, her only chance for escape is Logan. Once her father's apprentice and now her sole protector, he feels that helping her might mean losing her completely. But if he can put his feelings aside, they might be able to break down the walls and set their people free. So yes, that one from Hatchet, thank you. Now these two are from Spencer Hill Press, because I'm doing the Amarok by Angela J. Townsend blog tour, so I need to read it. And they threw in Minder by Kate Koenig, and that rates very well on Goodreads, so I'm looking forward to reading Minder, because I first came across Spencer Hill Press when I read my very first Jennifer L. Armentrout book, which was Half-Blood, which I read it as an arc, and I loved it. So yeah, so I do love the cover of Amarok. So I'll read quickly read one paragraph on the back, so you know it's in Alaska. Emma's life has been hell since she moved from sunny California to a remote Alaskan town. I do like books in Alaska, I don't know why. Abandoned by her father and living with the guilt of causing her mother's death, she makes a desperate dash for freedom from her abusive stepfather, but when her car skids off the icy road, her planned escape leads to further captivity in a world beyond her imagining. I'll just leave it there, so or else it'll drag on. But Amarok and Minder. Thank you to Spencer Hill. Thank you to Samantha Durant Stitch. I do love this cover. I think it's quite clever. And if you look in the middle where they're kind of ripped apart, there's, I don't know, it's meant to be like organism thingy or something. I'm on a tour for this one, so I need to read this. I'll just read the one paragraph because it's quite a big blurb on the back. Her heart races, her muscles coil, and every impulse in Alessa's Alessas. Alessa's body screams at her to run, but yet she's powerless to move. Still struggling to find her footing after the sudden death of her parents, the last thing college freshman Alessa has the strength to deal with is the inexplicable, visceral pull drawing her to a handsome, ghostly presence. In between grappling with exams and sororities, and disturbing recurring dreams of being captive in a futuristic prison hell, Alessa is determined to unravel the mystery of the apparition who leaves her breathless, but the terrifying secret she uncovers will find her groping desperately through her nightmares for answers. So that is Stitch. It sounds quite intriguing in front of me, but anyway, there's blog tours, interviews, giveaways all coming up, blog hops coming up. I'm putting some more of the J. Christoph signed prints that I printed off and then sent to Jay, and he signed them for me, in the blog hops, so you'll that'll be something to keep. And Jay's just put up his it's very Jay style, his book trailer for Storm Dancer. I don't know, but anyway, that's it. Again, thank you to Yana for giving me the Demon Trappers t-shirt, and it is signed down lower, but I'm not going to show you lower. But yes, I've got a lovely silver Yana Oliver signature. Happy reading. I hope there was something in there that you know, you like. Okay, I'm off. Have a really nice week, and I may be back next week. Bye.